Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how you can access NVIDIA NIM using Divooka. NVIDIA NIM provides containers to self-host GPU-accelerated inferencing microservices for pre-trained and customized AI models. NVIDIA provides up to 5,000 free API credits in the trial experience, and when you sign up you get 1,000 API credits initially, and to get more you can request them later on. And to use NVIDIA NIM in Divooka, we'll first need to generate an API key. So we're going to search up NVIDIA NIM in our search engine. Click on the first link, it takes you to developer.nvidia.com, and there's a button here called Try APIs. So click on that and it'll take you to the NIM dashboard at build.nvidia.com, and here you can set up your account and log in and then generate your API keys. In order to generate the API key, you can click on this button here. If you're not logged in, you'll have to log in first. Type in your email address. I'm going to click next, so this will log me in. And now that Get API Key will change to a Manage API Keys button. Click on that. It'll take you to a list of all your active API keys. And there's also this Generate API Key button, which we're going to click. You can type in an optional name for your API key, and then set an expiration date and click on Generate Key. Once the API key is generated, you're going to have to copy it and save it into a safe place where you're going to remember. Once you exit this screen, the API key will no longer be visible, so make sure you do save it. Now that we have the API key, we can move to Divooka. There are three types of large language model tasks available from NVIDIA NIM that have been exposed in Divooka. We have text-to-text generation, text-to-image generation, and also image-text-to-text generation. To construct a NIM graph, there are a few nodes that we'll have to get, and the nodes that are related to NIM can be found in the Functions menu under AI Services, NIM. And here we can see that there are model configuration nodes, NIM configuration, and also these task-specific nodes. And I'll give you a quick example of how we can build the text generation graph. So I'll grab that node. Now we need the model configuration node, which we'll use the Llama 3 for this example. And then we also need the NIM configuration node. We also need to grab a node to hold the API key that we generated earlier. So I'll get the password node for that one. And then I'll be pasting the API key that I generated earlier. Now I'll also need a preview node, and this is going to show us the output response that is provided by the model. So now we can connect everything. The model configuration and the API key go into the NIM configuration. The NIM configuration goes into text generation, and then the output of text generation can go into the preview. Lastly, we'll need to put in an input, and this is used for inferencing, where the model will use it for generating a text-based output. And for this, I will be using tell me a joke. And after that is all set up, we can press run on the preview node, and we get a response from the model. The joke is, why couldn't the bicycle stand up by itself? Because it was too tired. Now, if we wanted to create a text-to-image graph, we can build it similarly to how we did the text generation. We'll need to replace the model configuration and also the task-specific nodes. So we'll grab those from the Functions menu, grab the text-to-image node, and then also a model configuration with a model that is used for text-to-image. So Bria AI, connect it to NIM configuration, connect the NIM configuration to text-to-image, and the output of that to the preview node. And for the input, I'm going to ask it to generate a picture of a bicycle for me. So I'll click run, and then a picture of a bicycle is generated. Now that we've seen how to build the text-to-image and also the text-to-text graphs, we can combine it all together and use it with the image text-to-text. Shown on the screen are three different LLM task types available from NVIDIA NIM used in Divooka. We have the text-to-text generation, which is using Llama 3. We have the text-to-image generation, which is using Bria AI. And now we have the text-to-text generation, which is using Cosmos 2. These have the model configurations connected with an API key to the configure NIM node. The NIM configuration node is connected to the task-specific nodes, and these task-specific nodes are connected together in sequence. We start by sending a prompt to the text generation model to generate a description. We feed this into the text-to-image model to create a visual representation, And then we pass this image to the image text-to-text node to extract and refine the final response with another input text. And this is how we can chain the three models together. So if we wanted to use a real example, maybe I would want the Llama 3 model to generate a description for a picture of a cute dog. And then this will get the Bria AI to generate a picture of the dog, which is then fed into the Cosmos 2 model, and then we'll get Cosmos 2 to describe the image. Now, if we connect the task-specific nodes to the preview nodes, we can run all three, and then we can see the final output. If I click run, you can see each one of the models are running sequentially, and then the preview nodes will show the output. Now, you can see is a picture of a cute dog. A picture of a cute dog is generated, and then a small white dog is laying on the bed. And this is how we can use NVIDIA NIM with Divooka.